Phantom Forces tier list. Okay. Like, look. I have to do it. It's free content, and it takes like 2 seconds to do. Okay, let's start. Okay, K2. Personally, I feel like K2's B tier, cause it does have a 3-shot CQC, but then it doesn't get that 4-shot all range unless I'm pretty sure if you hit head once, and then the rest of it's like torso or limb, you can get 4-shot all range. But otherwise, 5-shot. It's good. It's not the best. 223 is nice though. Famas F1. That's definitely A tier now, especially with the Asval nerf. It's just a better Asval anyways to begin with. It has better damage ranges. Can have a better fire rate. Not as a bit more recoil, but it's manageable. I think that's his AK-47 S tier, best assault rifle in the game. I like it way too much. It's my favorite weapon, no matter what. 4,000 kills or something. I don't know. I don't have a lot. But yeah, hollow point broken, AP broken. It's overpowered. Not too much recoil. AUG 3. It depends. With 300, it would be B tier. With C tier, it'd just be, or without 300, it'd be C tier. So yeah, it's without, I guess, C tier personally. It's just I don't know why. It's completely weird, but I feel like it has way too little recoil. Like it's like so little recoil that it's hard to use. That sounds completely weird, but I don't know. That's just how I feel. L85A2. That is a tier weapon because of the 4-shot range. So yeah, there's that. HK416. S tier with 300. Otherwise, it's just A tier. It has a bit of recoil. It has a decent amount of recoil. It's manageable though. Still. Zip 22. I'm gonna put that in B tier actually because the 3-shot head all range is surprisingly useful. Like it's surprisingly good, especially if you're I don't know, on a sniper map or whatever. Say you only get a torso shot. All you have to do is hit head once, and it will certainly kill them. Plus, it's 50 rounds. Who wouldn't want that? But yeah, there's that. AK-74. That's like C tier. Super AP is good. That Super AP makes it B, but then without Super AP, it's just like a slightly worse RPK-74, and then RPK-74 is a slightly worse AK, and then or AKM. I don't know. AKM is A tier. It's just a slightly worse AK-47 in my opinion. AK-103. AK-103, I give that B tier just because by itself, it's a decent weapon, but I'm fairly certain it's the slow one. It's not the carbine version or the carbine AK-105. So it's good. It's like actually no A tier because this is the assault rifle one. AK-103, it's good. It's like AK but slightly worse as well. I think it has less recoil definitely. TAR-21, A tier. The multis on that thing are insane. AK-12, I personally don't really like this weapon. I'm gonna give it C tier. STG-44 is just alongside with the AK in my opinion. They're both crazy. Type 88, I'm not going to be doing 7.62 for this, so D tier. With 7.62, it's easily A rank, or A tier. M231, also S tier. C7A2, literally a better M16A3. Those are both A tier, my mistake. G11K2, A tier. AN94, B tier. Because they both have burst, but that burst is way better. I personally do not like the Asval at all. It's just a worse SR3M. So I'm going to give it C tier, especially because it got nerfed too. Scar-L is just a slightly worse L85A2. AUG 1 is not too good. M16A3 is decent. The burst, it's a nice burst. It's easy to use and stuff. There's a lot of weapons. G36, same B rank, about 300. 300 is actually, no, I haven't tried 300 yet. It's probably similar to the other ones. A tier, it's a decent weapon. It's like C72 but slightly worse. AUG A2 is honestly the best AUG in my opinion because of the 3-shot and up to like 40 studs, I believe. It's pretty good. Wolf ECR, easy A rank, easy A rank. That, like, with without 5.56, it's a really solid weapon. Really solid. All you need is like DCL and use it and just turn it on, put it on burst. Scar H, B tier, because I feel like it's just a slightly worse AG3. And then AG3 is a slightly worse FAL. So, yeah. AK-12BR, this thing got buffed recently, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be insane, so I'm going to put that in A tier. Plus, it's already really, really good. G3 is a slightly worse AG3, I feel. And then AG3 goes crazy because of the 35 minimum, which is kind of insane. Almost 2-shot CQC. 417. It's just a HK 416 with 300, but more recoil, slightly more damage, and less capacity. It's Henry, the Henry, it's decent. It's a B rank as well, but I kind of don't like how it's in battle rifles instead of DMRs, even though I guess it's technically a battle rifle. It just doesn't feel like one. It's just more like a sniper DMR or something. FAL 50. That's an S tier for me. This thing's insane. 3-shot all range, 2-shot head. I don't think it's all range, but it's pretty far. K1A. I personally don't like this thing. I'm giving it a C tier. It's like Asval, but worse. It has less damage, worse minimum. 223 is Hollow Point's good. Hollow Point would be a B or A tier, but with that, otherwise no. SR3M, A tier. SR3M goes absolutely insane. It's just Asval but better. Groza 4, that thing is doo-doo. It's just I personally don't like it at all. I get they buffed a magazine, but still, no. This thing is also doo-doo. It's just a AG3 or G3, but worse. I guess it has a 2-shot in CQC, but it's not very far range 2-shot. This thing's B tier. It's just a slightly worse FAL. Actually, I'll give it. Yeah, I'll keep it A tier. I'll give it A tier. This thing is horrible. Unless you use Snake Shot, this thing is garbage. I don't know why anyone would use it. It has a 1-shot head, yeah, but no. I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. AK-105, that is C tier by itself with the bars. It's pretty good. With the bars barrel, decent. Jury, you have to use shotgun stuff on this, or else it's bad. I don't even know why that thing exists. Why does the KAC-SR even exist? I don't know. Gyrojet is doo-doo. What? No, I'll move it up one. It's not like bad. It's just I mean, I guess it's good on long range. That's what it's meant for. M4A1, that is A rank. We're losing space here. X95R. X95R is decent. I personally like it, actually. I personally like it a lot. So I'll give it a B rank. HK51B. This thing is underrated. That's an A rank. It's just HK21, but slightly less damage, better recoil. It's actually usable with a sight. You don't have to use AMT Terminator, but it's preferred. G36K, slightly worse G36. I'll keep it in B tier because it's good with 300. M4, I don't like this thing. I don't like it. It's just hard to use. M16A4 is just like it, but slightly better. L22, this thing is just bad. I don't like it at all. It's horrible. Scar PDW, it's it's pretty good. It has 2-shot head in CQC, which is nice, but otherwise, not too good. It's just a worse Scar L with 9mm or something. AKU-12, this thing's insane. That thing, 9mm or without, crazy. Better AK-12. Groza 1, this thing's good with 5.56. And by itself, it's decent, I guess, but the recoil is real funky. AK-12C, not S rank, but that thing is this is underrated, the most unused weapon in the game, probably. This thing is just, so you take AK-12 and you combine, and AKU-12, you combine them. AK-12C. This thing goes crazy. 1.5 default penetration and 35 damage to 21, which is crazy. Honey Badger. Honey Badger is a B tier for me. It's A tier with hollow point. Yeah. A tier with hollow point, B tier without. It's a decent weapon. Just like, you have to use suppressor though, or long barrel, because the normal firing sound is just it literally sounds like the Beowulf ECR. It's really loud. MK11. This thing is good with 500 conversion. Otherwise, it's B tier. It's like an SKS. See, look, SKS is just a MK11 but better slightly. SO8 is D tier. It can be good, but I don't like it. VSS Venturas is B tier for me. I'll give it A tier actually. It's good. I like it. It's fun to use mostly. This thing is garbage. Why does this even exist? Why does it even exist? B tier. One-shot head is nice. 5.56 is decent. This thing is also decent. I don't use it as much just because I don't really like it. Well, it's not that I don't like it. I just don't use it, I guess. Scar Cesar, also B. I wish they made it have a one-shot torso. But then it'd be like a sniper. But then it'd be like the auto sniper from Counter-Strike, which is, I liked that thing. It was fun to use sometimes. This is really good. Use it. This is too good. Use it. That's decent too. Most of the belt-fed weapons are good. Al-Kabar. I did not use this one as much. I understand it's really good. I just personally don't use it as much or like it. Well, no. It's good. I'll give it A tier. I'll be nice. MG36, that's a B tier with 300, C tier without, so I'll keep it at C tier. RPK-12, I can barely see the gun. RPK-12 is good. I'll give it B tier just because it's harder to use. It's definitely a much more skill weapon. Because you have to click fast. Clicking fast is hard for some people. But yeah, I like it. It's fun. L86. A tier. Has really good damage. HK21, I really like this thing. I really like that thing. A tier. Solid A tier. Scar Hammer. That's also... I like that thing. All of the LMGs, actually. All of the LMGs are decent. I like them a lot. Yeah. They're all good. Except AK-74. That thing's C tier. I get it's good, but it's also not. I don't like it at all. G18. I'll give that A tier because the recoil is a bit much, but otherwise it's decent. 93R, decent. Very good. Yeah, the burst on this one isn't as hard to do, I feel. And then Tech 9 is just way too powerful. Why does it still have like actually good damage? Micro Uzi is C tier. It's a bit hard to use. Scorpion, it's A tier because it's really mobile. Actually, I really like the 1911. The MP 1911, that's a good S tier for me because of 9mm. It's crazy. It's like Tech 9 but slightly with less recoil. Arm pistol, I'll actually give it an A tier. I really like all the machine pistols. Arm pistol, 1911, Tech 9, my favorite ones. Arm pistol is good damage. 1911, crazy fire rate. Also crazy fire rate. And somewhat good damage. Serbia Shotgun. I never used this as much. It's decent. I'll give it a B tier because it's shotgun. How can a shotgun be below C tier? Or be below B tier, which is, yeah. SFG, no, don't use this. No, don't use this. No, don't use this. Yes, use this. This is good. This is what people like. B tier. Actually, no, C tier. It's hard to use. This is just a worse MP5. That is just a worse MP5. MP5, this is horrible. This thing's really good. This thing's really good. This thing is A tier. Lots of recoil. Uzi. Also really good. Not a lot of recoil. The conversions are crazy. Especially 41 AE and 22 LR. All-Guy 3 Para. I do not like this thing. I don't like it. K7, B tier. It's the best of the K series weapons, on the K14, I guess. Krinkov. It's decent with 7.62. PPSH is A tier now. It would definitely have been like S plus tier back when it was with Ober's barrel was as good as it was. Foul Shorty, C tier. I don't know. It's just, well, actually, it's a foul. I'll give it B. MP5K is really good. That's A tier. Chris Vector, A tier. Fire rate and damage are kind of insane. I think it got nerfed, though. So it's probably not as good as it was before, but it's still good. Fire rate is decent. Bison, C tier. It's a bit funky. It's kind of like the Type 88, but a bit more damage, I actually think. Or wait, no. It just has better fire rate and less recoil. MP40, that's an A tier. It's similar to the M3A1. I think it does slightly less damage, though, but more fire rate. I do not like this thing either. This thing is not enjoyable for me. I really enjoy Tommy Gun, though. Tommy Gun is, its new conversion's useful. I like it a lot. Rama. I was using this recently. This is actually B tier. I would give this B tier because 81 bullets. Hello, anyone? That's a bit excessive. It's just a full auto Makarov, literally. And quite literally, you can look it up. It's like a variant of a full auto test Makarov or something, I think. Anyways, it's Russian, but UMP45, I don't like that as much. It's decent. It's just, I feel like it's it's like a slightly worse, it's a slightly worse MP40, which is a slightly worse, M3A1, or Tommy Gun, either one. G36C, this thing is not very good. I mean, actually, well, no, I'll give it C tier. It's decent with 300. MP7, oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. A tier. Easily A tier. It's a good weapon. Mac 10, A tier. Very high damage, very high fire rate for a pistol that small. P90, also very good. Between MP7 and P90, I would choose P90. It has it's just slightly better in most ways, I think, except for damage. MP5, it's literally just a better MP5 SD. It's literally just better, more damage. Colt SMG 633. This one's good. A tier. L2A3. This is a slightly worse MP40 or Tommy Gun or something. Makarov. I don't like it. GB22. I'll give it C because of its conversions. A rank. F. Why would you use this? M9. Decent. Glock. Decent. 1911. Decent. Better than the Makarov. Very good. Oh, I think it's very good. Actually not that bad. I tried this for a while. It's decent. All the pistols are decent. Decent. Bad. Never use that. Very good with snake shot. Only use this with snake shot. It's good without, but still, you only use it with snake shot. decent, good, and good. Very, very good. For a shotgun, I don't think it's that good. That's good. Yeah, this is good too. All the shotguns are good. They're gonna get nerfed soon, though, which sucks. Okay, this is S tier though. Saiga 12, the best shotgun. And Stevens DB. Stevens DB and Saiga, best shotguns. AA 12 is garbage. You don't use it. Spaz 12, decent, gets A tier. K14. Okay, here are the really hard ones to do. Snipers, because they're all kind of good, but then they're also all kind of bad. This one, I do not like. It does not have very good range. It's probably at the lowest of all the snipers. Remington 700, that's a B tier for me. Same with Dragunov. TRG is really good. M107 is too powerful, so put that up there. WAD-2K is also too powerful. And Steyr Scout is too powerful. Intervention is getting nerfed. BFG is horrible. Do not use it. Dragunov SVDS. A rank. It's a good sniper. Mosin Nagant. B. Because it's, I mean, yeah, it's good. It's fun to use. Probably the most fun of all the snipers, except for M7. But 8mm got nerfed into the ground. It's horrible. Don't use it. Use WAD-2K. Hecate. That's just a slightly, even though not, it's like slightly, very, very, very slightly faster BFG. Even that doesn't mean much. It's not very fast still. AWM, B. It's a better AWS. Intervention, A. Still going to be very useful. And then K14, A rank. That was the last weapon. Okay. So yeah. I guess you can look over that. I'll just scroll through it a bit. And there you go. There's all of the good / not good weapons. I'm gonna save and download that. Can I yeah. Tier list. There we go. Okay. Well, there's that. Hope you enjoyed. Wait, hold on. Engage the burp. Dang.